12 things you didn't know about Emily Ratajkowski. Whether you're interested in fashion, music, or film, chances are you already know Emily Ratajkowski's name. Magazines like Rolling Stone, Esquire, and FHM have named her one of the sexiest women in the world, and there's no arguing with that. Emily became universally famous after she was featured on Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines music video. But strutting her stuff next to R&B stars is not all she's capable of. Keep watching to learn 12 things you probably didn't know about Emily Ratajkowski. And while you're at it, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel if you want to know more about your favorite icons. She was born in the UK. Although you wouldn't know it from her American accent, Emily was born in London. Both her parents are American, but they were living in London by the time their daughter was born. Emily spent the first 5 years of her life living in the English capital until the family decided to move to San Diego. Her place of birth is not the only noticeable thing about Emily. Her family roots are all over the place. She is of English, Irish, Polish, German, and Jewish descent. That is probably why her looks are so amazingly exotic and also confusing to everybody. She has mentioned that people expect her to have a Polish or British accent and they flip out when they hear her California English. She had a body-positive education. Emily grew up in a progressive environment. Her mom is an English professor and she taught her the ways of feminism from an early age. Little Emily was educated to appreciate her own body and never be embarrassed by the way she looked. In fact, her mother was topless every summer they spent in Mallorca. That is probably why Emily is super comfortable with nudity. As an actress, she says she is never afraid of going nude, as long as the role is complex. She started modeling at age 14. Emily's parents wanted her to celebrate her body, but that does not mean they were totally on board with her modeling career. Emily was chosen by fashion model scouts from an early age, but her mom had higher goals for her. She wanted Emily to become a brain surgeon. Of course, you know the story didn't exactly go that way. When she was only 14 years old, Emily signed with the Ford Models agency. But she was determined to be more than just looks. That is why she started to study art at UCLA after high school. In the end, her modeling and acting career skyrocketed after only a year, and she decided to drop out. Acting was her first passion. Even if Emily's modeling career was her first job, she has always loved the theater. She actually used to put on shows for her family and even starred in high school plays before becoming a model. Given it was her passion, it is no wonder her acting career took off really quickly. You might not remember, but her first acting job was on iCarly as Gibby's friend Tasha. She was only 18 years old, and get this, she didn't even know what the show was when she auditioned. The reason? She grew up without a TV. Unfortunately, her appearance meant that she was usually typecast in cheerleader or bully characters. That's why she decided to stop acting for a bit and focus on a modeling career. As we all know, it wouldn't take long for Emily to start performing again. She was picked by Robin Thicke for Blurred Lines. We have mentioned that Emily is comfortable with nudity. If she hadn't been, she probably wouldn't have landed the job that made her famous. Robin Thicke saw the cover of the magazine Treats, which had a nude, black and white portrait of Emily. He showed the picture to the director of Blurred Lines, and the rest is music video history. Emily had already appeared in music videos by Maroon 5 and Tayo Cruz. However, we know how serious she is about her career, and she didn't want to be just another pretty face. That's why she only accepted the Blurred Lines gig after the director persuaded her. When the video went viral, it was criticized for objectifying women, but Emily said she's very glad that people are critical with pop culture. She also thinks the Blurred Lines scandal gave her a chance to speak up as a feminist. Way to go, girl! Ben Affleck chose her for Gone Girl. In the end, more good than bad things came out of the Blurred Lines video for our Emily. She not only became well known, she also got her first film part in David Fincher's Gone Girl. She played Andy, Ben Affleck's gorgeous mistress, and Affleck handpicked her for the role. She was chosen precisely because of the controversy. Fincher wanted the women to be mad at her and the men to admire her. Clearly, Affleck made the right call. She has her own clothing brand. Emily Ratajkowski gives it her all when it comes to acting, but she still thinks of herself as a model first. Her relationship with the world of fashion is so strong that she has even decided to venture into designing herself. She started out by launching a collection of 38 bags for French brand The Couples. Since then, she has created a clothing brand called Inamorata Women, focused on bathing suits and lingerie. After all, why be in front of the camera when you can run things? She defends nudity on Instagram. Emily's not only a powerhouse actress, model, and designer. Anybody who knows just a little bit about her is aware she's also a complete social media queen. After the Blurred Lines video exploded all over the internet, she used her social media presence to become even more famous and defend social causes. One of her most famous Instagram moments came when she defended Kim Kardashian's nude selfie. Not a surprise, considering Emily's all about celebrating your body. The two models became friends and even posed together on a double nude selfie. A street artist immortalized that picture with a mural in Melbourne. It looks like they won the online argument once and for all. She is no stranger to internet scandals. With such a strong social media presence, it's not surprising that Emily has been involved in internet scandals more than once. The bad news came in 2014, when a group of hackers leaked private pictures of her and other celebrities. Other stars blamed anybody who Googled the pictures after they went online, but not our Emily. She said the only criminals were the hackers and that blaming curious internet users was not fair. She is a hardcore feminist. After all we've said, you can probably imagine Emily is still a hardcore, body-positive feminist. Her social media platform shows her doing what she is best at, and that includes fighting for women's rights. A lot of people have criticized her for calling herself a feminist, but her definition of feminism is all about accepting who you are. She says she wants to empower women to embrace their bodies and not be afraid of showing them. Whatever their critics have to say, Emily is not sick of feminism or Instagram. It looks like she is going to keep fighting the good fight no matter what. She is a spokesperson for Planned Parenthood. Emily Ratajkowski isn't all talk and no walk. Since 2015, she has been an official spokesperson for Planned Parenthood. She has raised funds, done several PSAs, and filmed a short film for the association. She says she wants to set an example for younger girls and break the taboos around sex that she experienced when she was younger. One thing is clear, when it comes to promoting sexual self-expression, there is no stopping this girl. She is a writer. It looks like acting, modeling, and being politically active are not enough activities for Emily. She has also started a career as a writer. When the pandemic hit, she decided to take advantage of her free time to start a collection of essays. We can probably look forward to a new Emily Ratajkowski book very soon. But this is not the first time she has put pen to paper. Back in 2016, she wrote an article about her thoughts on female sexual empowerment. The article was republished by magazines like Elle, Esquire, and Harper's Bazaar. Quite a success for the first time she tried. Well, that was all about the all-around wonderful Emily Ratajkowski. Did we miss out on any fun facts? Let us know in the comment section. If you liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe to Fact Factory and hit the bell icon to get notified, and you'll never miss out on any of our videos. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!